All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. It is a Thursday night, 9:06 p.m. Eastern, 6:06 on the West Coast. Is it just me, or is it just seems like it's a, I don't know, it's a lazy day? It's a different day? I mean, I know that a lot of the days are, they go by and they're about the same. And today, it just seems that because there's only a small amount of sports going on, and again, we are watching the Thursday night game, and looks like I'm going to be talking to myself for a while. That's fine. But I wanted to get some things out. First off, we're only down to one camera right now, and I don't know why, but I'll have to probably reboot the computer for that. But at least we got one camera, and that's a good thing. So it's not like you were just listening to me as in like a podcast, which I actually am going to talk about as well. I'm really thinking about doing like a show, and I would have to figure out when it would be. Might be Mondays. It might be Thursdays prior to me going on here, and it would just be me talking about the upcoming games. It's a Thursday, which means it's late enough in the week where we can go over all of the injury reports, at least through Thursday, and talk about that. And that would be important, to go through there, get the injury reports, talk about who we have matching up, and do that. And again, I'll think about that. And if you're just coming in late, I was thinking about having basically like a podcast production, no calls, just me talking about the last game that we had as a Raiders, maybe some news and notes around the NFL and sports, and then but it'd be primarily a Raider broadcast of what happened with the last game and what we have coming up on Sunday, and going from there. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Vicky, it looks like it's you and I. So that'll be fun. It'll be, and you don't have to call in, because I know Vicky's not a caller. That's fine too. But again, we are on one camera tonight, so this is it. This is the view, and we'll go from there. But if you are coming in late, we had a little bit. Ooh, of course that's a hold. My goodness. That's such a blatant call there. It is Thursday, and as I was saying, it just seems like a slow day. Scream is in. Good seeing you there, Scream. Now we're having some people join us, which is cool. I thought it was just good. And Ed Winchell, thanks for coming in as well. I thought it was just going to be myself talking with Vicky. That's fine. I mean, trust me, I like everybody being here. And we got our sound checks on. Like I said, unfortunately, one camera. Don't know why the others are not kicking in. But at least you got a good camera. Yeah, Screaming Ed. So, hey, I wonder who the other person is. Because it says 5 are watching, and it says, I know I count. So it's myself and Vicky and Scream and Ed. That's 4. So if you're here, if you are here, sign in, please, like the old show. We are here watching. Oh, that's a pick. Oh my God, that's a pick. Yeah, it is. We are watching the Packers-Niners game. And If the Niners quarterback looks familiar to you, that's the guy. Oh, Sonny's in here. Oh, that hey Sonny, thanks for logging in and letting me know you are here. Again, hit up the thumbs up if you like. And Doc Burdett is here. So there we go. Those are our 5. So wait a second. It's Doc and Sonny. Oh, that's the 6. Yeah, so it's myself, Doc, and Sonny, Vicky, Scream, and Ed. So that's 6. But now it says 5 again. Okay. Oh, well. Log it up. Thumbs it up. And make sure everybody knows you're here. Again, since we have people that came in late, I was thinking about, and I know a lot of people do podcasts, but I'm one of the few people that don't. But I think that I actually enjoyed when I did it last year and the year before. Yeah, there you go. That Scream remembers. I said the guy, if you don't remember him, he came in on the Thursday night game. I think it was November 1st. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2018. And just lit us up. Lit us up. 3 touchdowns thrown and a lot of other things as well. It was a horrible performance. And I remember it well. Because everyone said, oh man, it's a rookie quarterback. You guys are better than the Niners. And they just whooped our ass. And remember, when you lose to a team that is in your area code, basically, you have to live with that loss for at least a year. If it's in the opposite conference, you have to live with it for 4 years. So that means that we have to live with that loss to the Niners for at least till 2022. So same way Flores did a couple years ago. I'm not reading you there, Ed. Okay. Whatever. But again, we are watching the game. Actually, you're watching me as we watch the game. I do want to remind everybody that if you don't want to listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Yeah, basically 4 years. And again, Sonny, I live in Tampa. So I have to listen to Buccaneer fans for the next 4 years saying, well, the last time we played you, we whooped your ass. Well, they did. First off, they didn't whoop our ass. It was 24-20 with 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And then they whooped our ass. When he was with Philly. Oh, you're talking about Nick Foles. Oh, okay, yeah. You were talking about Nick Foles. 7 touchdowns. Excuse me. I remember that game, too. That's Nick Foles. And he came into Oakland, 7 touchdowns. And then 4 years later, on the Christmas Day game, we lost in Philly. And it was horrible. It was a horrible game. But we got to live with it. Got to live with it. Again, if you're just joining us, and thank you for being here, there is I got to, by right, I got to let people know. If you like what you see, there is a thumbs up on the bottom of the screen where it's below the title. And you know, if you like being here, if you like the content, if you like what we say, you can give it a thumbs up. If you really dig something, in the chat section where you see the smiley faces, there's also a $sign. And that's called like super chat and super stickers. And it's basically a tip jar. Yeah, Gruden left us for Tampa Bay. Yes, she did. Or he did. Will we have a color cast on Sunday? Yes, Ed. And I was just saying, I was getting into that, and I kind of, you can never find the thumbs up. Nick, I don't know. I don't know, and maybe it's the differences between Apple and what do you call it? Differences between Apple and Android, and there is differences. I I guess if you find it, maybe it's. I know that on, and I'm looking obviously at an Android. Oh, see Vicky, there you go, Vicky with the. You have a Samsung, so that means you have Android. And thank you there, Vicky. I love Vicky. Vicky, I gotta squeeze the living bejesus out of Vicky the next time I see this. And Angela came in. Thank you for coming in, Angela. Vicky is showing an example of a super chat super sticker. You hit the dollar sign. And and honestly, I've never done it, so you're probably gonna have to tell me how to do it. But I know that you hit the sign, and I guess it asks how much you would like to place in the super chat or in the super sticker. I'm guessing because I haven't done it, but that's how you work super chat and super sticker. Let me turn my phone, because I think that was my phone that was making noise. Yeah, there it is. Now it's on silent, so you don't have to worry about that. We are watching, again, X out of chat, thumbs up, and re-enter the chat. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Sunny there. That's how you do that. Ed Winchell, thank you there, sir. Appreciate it. And the one thing I like about Super Chat and Super Sticker is, as I've learned from YouTube, once you get your subscribers, you get diddly poo if you got the if you get the reference. I love Jim Morris Sr. You know, we can't do diddly poo playoffs. We're not talking about playoffs. We can't do diddly poo. Yeah, Coach Mora. Jinx, you owe me there. Now we're playing Jinx. But again, thanks to Ed Winchell and thanks to Vicky for the super chat and the super sticker thing. That's how I tip. Getting back to YouTube, YouTube pays you diddly poo as far as like revenue. I mean, really, because you have to have a shite ton of views, the revenue views, and then like doing the ads and whatnot. But the super stickers and the super chat is like a tip that goes right to you. So I like that. Haven't been paid yet, but I will eventually. It goes into something and it goes in. Now, getting back to what Ed was talking about with Colorcast, and I believe I put excuse me. I believe I put this, I know I put it on Instagram. My friend Steve the Owner Tate, who is, again, probably the top, along with Wayne Sargent, who is the ultimate Packer fan. Great guy, by the way. Hey, Raider Neal, thank you there. I appreciate that. Raider Neal came in. Roger, thanks again. See, that's the way Super Chat goes, and I appreciate that. I don't harp on it, because it sounds like I'm what is it, with alms for the poor, but it is what it is, and I do appreciate that. What are they saying? This is a catch or not? Yeah, it looks like a catch. His knee's in, his other foot's in. It's a catch. I don't know why there would be anything about it. Jared came in. Thanks again. As far as Colorcast, again, I'm kind of way out. If you don't want to listen to the buffoons, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, how's for the four? NFL is fined the Raiders. Wow, 500,000, 150,000. Repeat offenses against COVID, and it will also strip a 2021. That just sucks. A 6th round pick. Thanks, Angela. I didn't see that, so I appreciate you pushing that. I know that there was conjecture on that, but that just, you know what? If it's true, it's something that the Raiders need to take a high round turn on. That's a nautical term. You need to make sure that your lines are tight. That you need to make sure that your team is tight. They're not screwing up. And a 6th round pick is, I mean, I know you'd say, well, it's only a 6th round pick, but it's a pick that was taken, and that's one less guy you can have on your team. So every pick is vital. Why do I feel like it's saying this, doing the old Monty Python song, every sperm is precious, every sperm is great. If a sperm is wasted, something like that. Anyway, back to point, Colorcast. If you are an Apple user, if you look at my Instagram, I put the directions up on Instagram. Steve the Owner Tate, who is he is the one of the two more famous Apple Packer fans, and he is on Colorcast on Apple. He has the directions on. I'm gonna show that, Ed. It's instead of listening to these clowns call the game, you can listen to a fan that actually knows stuff about football call the game as well. Yeah, Trent Brown on COVID, I saw that. And of course, it's the NFL. Permission granted there, Homer. Appreciate it. And we were talking about the things that we have coming up. If you go to my Instagram, there is directions so that you don't have to listen to these clowns doing the show. Now, I will be on Colorcast on Sunday. I guess it's still in kind of beta, like beta +1 or almost ready to go beta. I don't know, but I will put the directions on how to listen to me call the game on Sunday. Okay, listen to me call the game on Sunday. It'll be great. In fact, I'm actually going to call the guy and say, hey, do you do college football as well? Because I'll do the Gator game. Because the Gators play Georgia in the game of the year for the Gators. And we'll get to that as well. Packers are winning 7-3 right now with 7:19 left in the second quarter. After an interception, which they brought down to the field, blitz against Rodgers, who throws it in the corner. No flag. Yeah, there it is. There is a flag, so there we go with that. Please send directions for Colorcast. I will, and I will do that. I will hit it up. Oh yeah, that's holding. That's holding. So again, I'm gonna get the phone lines up. Yeah, there you go. VDub, thanks for being here as well. So we do got some people here. Colorcast is for Apple users. Right now, it's still in beta, like almost ready to roll. When I will get the information on how to join me, it'll be listed. It will be listed. So again, I want to acknowledge everybody that's here. We got a good crew here. Got all the regulars, shall we say? Sonny, a newer regular, but thanks for coming aboard, Sonny. Homer and Vince, Scream. Vicky, of course, is here. We have Raider Neal and Ed Winchell. And let's see here. Jared poked in earlier. That's a touchdown for the Packers. So they are now up, pending the extra point, 14-3. Jared came in. Raider Neal. Nevada Nick. Thanks for coming aboard there, Nevada Nick, as well. I don't know. I think I got it. Did I say Scream? I hope I did. Scream and Vicky and Angela. And I believe, I hope I got everybody. And again, I want to say thanks again for all the folks that have already popped in with hits from Super Chat, Super Sticker. Vicky Orr, thank you, darling. Ed Winchell, thank you, sir. And Raider Neal Backman, thank you, sir. So again, that is what that $ is in the bottom. Where else would I be at 6 o'clock on a Thursday? You're here with me. So I'm going to open up the phone line. Let me do that. The phone is up. So if you'd like to call in, I'm sure you guys have the number pretty much memorized. I'm pretty sure you have the number memorized. But if you don't, let me put it there. Okay. 813-699-0834. I'm here. I'm getting more motivated. I was kind of bummed that I only have one camera. And I'm also hoping that the microphone is well enough away so that they don't have that it's kind of like an echo, but not really an echo, but it's kind of there. I want to make sure, hopefully, that you guys don't hear that as well. Always fine-tuning. Hell, I've been doing these broadcasts for like 3 years now. And you always find something new. In fact, I'm trying to find something new for StreamYard because I like StreamYard as well. This is OBS that I'm pushing things out on. But the StreamYard is very easy to use as well. And, there you go. Adam Mayo with some bucks. Vince with that. Thank you there, Vince. Adam Mayo send us and Raider at China. Thank you for coming aboard. Coming aboard is granted. So thanks again. Vince with $5 as well. Thank you. Adam Mayo with the money. Oh, there I go. I almost did the Liza Minnelli Money song again. So we got 14 here. That's good. Vicky, I agree with Twinkie Dude. Getting rid of Trent Brown. And it's Homer. Right, there we go. Raider Homer is aboard. How you doing there, sir? What's going on?
Captain Rackham, Captain Jackham, the best podcast. You need to get some Captain. I'm not good at that. That other dude. What's the other dude's name?
Wait a second. Is it me, or is that just so loud that I can't hear you? Are you there, Homer?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, the sound is awful. Okay, the sound is just awful. Okay, folks, I'm turning down what I hear. So Homer, go ahead and
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you better, but I'm not sure if people can hear you, and that's what I'm going to be asking. So if you can't hear Homer, let me know. So, and I gotta fade you out. There you go. See it? The camera's in. Oh shit! I don't like the way that camera angle looks. Go ahead, brother.
Raider G, yeah, that dude, Raider G, yeah, he does great little intros.
Yeah, he does, man. It's great. It's great to see Raider G in there. So, what's going on tonight with you there, Homer? It is good to see you.
Nothing much, man. I'm just sitting here getting ready for this weekend. Looking forward to watching the game with the Black Hole chapter here in Austin, Texas. You know, man, we need this W, man. We need this W big time. You know, I'm a little worried about Herbert, though, man. That guy is big. He's strong. You've seen him lay out the 49ers linebacker. They like to run the bootlegs. I'm a little concerned about that because one thing we cannot do on defense is contain. So, but you know what? This could end up being a shootout. We'll see. This is a major test for our defense, you know, coming off of a game where they held the Browns to 6 points. Of course, you can say that was inclement weather that did that, but at the same time, the Browns, you know, they could have moved the ball. They could have scored. There were a couple of opportunities that they did have to score, but they didn't score. So We'll see. This is a good opportunity for our defense to, you know, start taking some strides. You know, we are, 4-3. I think we can come out of this little 3-game run, division run at, let's see, probably 6-4, you know, but hopefully we don't drop off like we did last year at that point.
Right.
You know, of course, we'll have to do, you know, but we'll see. You know, this is definitely the AFC West is shaping up to have some really good quarterbacks. Of course, with Patrick Mahomes, makes you want to puke saying that. But Herbert's looking good. And then Derek Carr's coming back. You know, that dude, everybody was talking about him using his legs, man. He's using his legs now this year. So it's going to be tough, the AFC West, you know, for the next 5 years or so, for sure.
Yeah, it is. And but here's the thing, though. Oh, man, almost another pick. I actually think that having competition in the AFC West with the quarterbacks that are coming in can only inspire the defense to play better, okay? Because they're going to be seeing good quarterbacks week after week, and they have to face Carr, and Carr is I think statistically, and I'm sure you probably know this, Homer. I don't know for sure, but I would say that Carr is a top 10 quarterback statistically this year.
Well, I mean, I don't know the statistics, but I know that, compared to some of the other elite quarterbacks, he's got better, passer completion rating and, less interceptions and things like that. So, the eye test is there. He's passing the eye test for sure.
Yeah.
Only 2 interceptions. Of course, he's fumbling a lot, but, I think that can be coached out of him. But you're right, though. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So if our division is strong, and we can come out of this division ready for the playoffs, for any quarterback in the playoffs, And it's not just the quarterback on the Chargers, too. What's his name? Keelan Allen, right? The wide receiver. That dude's always patrolling the middle of the offense or the field.
Yeah.
Then they got Hunter, on the as a tight end. Of course, he's been a little quiet this year, but another thing I'm concerned about is their running backs, Kelly and Eckner or whatever, they're coming out of the backfield too. We've had a hard time defending the flat, so this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah,
tough game.
Yeah,
but of course they got Joey Bosa. I think they've given up 15 sacks, but they have 14 sacks. So our defensive line has to show up in this game. If this team is giving up 15 sacks, this is the game. This is the game for our defensive line to get some sacks, right?
Right. You would think so. And the other thing is that they have to show more pressure. Now, the thing that people don't realize, or maybe that they forgot, was they showed a lot of pressure against Mahomes in Kansas City, but they kept him kind of like boxed in. They didn't go after him. They kind of like shadowed him to keep him within the pocket so that he wouldn't go out of the pocket, because that's when he does a lot more of the damage. So they kind of like muddle, I hate using the term muddle, but they kind of like mush pressured him in order for him to be bothered, okay? And that's what they need to do, is they need to continue to do that. But with other quarterbacks, like I said, with Herbert and the ilk like that, don't mush pressure him. Friggin' pressure him. Get after him. Get hands on him. Knock his ass down.
It's got to be a controlled pass rush, though, right? And I don't know necessarily with the blitz either. I don't know if the blitz is going to help, because I think I was hearing some stats on Raider Nation Radio today that Herbert versus the pressure, under pressure, he's like 59 something completion percentage. Carr was like 54, and Patrick Mahomes surprisingly was like in the 40s.
Yeah.
So it's got to be controlled, But then again, we need Damon Arnett to come back. You know what I mean? We don't want Nevin Lawson getting eaten up by Keenan Allen. And we just do not want that. That guy is a beast, man. So, then of course, let's see. Thank you, Adam. Hunter Henry. This is the game that we've all been waiting for, right? With that Littleton's going to bust out on. He's going to break out on and get something going. Hopefully, he's not becoming a cancer in that locker room and becoming one of the players that doesn't like the system, and so he just disappears on the field, kind of like a Bruce Irvin, you know what I mean? So Littleton has to have a big game. Kwiatkowski, he's going to be blowing up the plays as much as possible. Same with Jonathan Abram. But Nevin Lawson and Littleton, I'm worried about those guys.
Yeah. And I actually was on record, and you guys can check this, when Nick Kwiatkowski was the first free agent that we signed during free agency period, and I said I like that signing more than anything. And that was before we picked up Littleton. That was before we picked up Malik Collins and Rush and the other guys from the Cowboys. When we picked up Kwiatkowski, I said that is a major addition to the linebacking core. I like the way that he plays. And I was really adamant that was a great pickup for us. And we've seen what he can bring to the team, because he was like that with the Bears. He was He was a thorn in the side. He's a good tackler. He blows things up, and he's awesome that way. So I'm very happy that we picked him up, and he's been more than his money's worth. Whereas Littleton, he kind of bitches a bit too much for me. He bitches, moans, and says, hey, this, he lets it be known he's not really happy. You know what? I don't know what his contract status is, but
I think it's like 3 years.
Yeah,
this is the first of like 3 years.
But how many of those years are guaranteed, or what part of
I'm
that?
pretty sure. Well, Mayock seemingly he likes to do the first 2 years where they get paid, and the third years where we don't get hit with that dead space. So what do you call it? The dead cap.
Yeah, and that's
so
why we can get rid of
that.
Trent, and that's why we can get rid of Trent Brown after the season, and it won't cost us a dime, because he's not guaranteed after this year. We will need a new right tackle, but I like the way Good has played. Trent Brown is back on COVID. I like the fact that hopefully, if it comes down to it, I know that Richie is supposed to be coming back soon. When, I don't know. But if he does come back, then move Denzel Good over to right tackle. He's played better there than Brandon Parker, because we're going to need to throw on the Chargers, not run on them. And if you can, especially with Bosa and with Ingram rushing the passer, we need a right tackle that's going to be able to keep them away from Carr. If Carr is dirty, then he is not going to have a good game.
Yeah. Well, you would expect to see some, running right at him, power, and then some screens, things like that to negate the rush. But both, as far as, I like Simpson. I think, Incognito, 37 years old, coming off an Achilles. I don't think he's coming back, man. So I think it's time to maybe, leave Good there. And Brandon Parker played good last week. I think he was a little behind. He's behind Cole Miller, right, as far as progression. But you know what? He did play well last week. You could say we were running a lot, but at the same time, that's what we do, right? We run a lot, and so I don't know. Brandon Parker may be able to turn it around, but Good is definitely a right tackle for sure, man. That guy has been a great signing, but I'm curious. I don't know his contract situation. I'm curious how much it's going to cost to keep him around.
I believe we signed him to another 1 year, maybe 2 years, but I know it was not a long-term contract. I know we re-signed him. I say give him some more years. I don't know what his status is, but he has definitely earned every penny for us with the Raiders. Okay, and right. I'll tell you what,
and
they need to do that.
At this point, it's almost like a chemistry thing, right? So the offensive line that we've been playing with for the majority of the year is getting to the point. Should we bring back Trent Brown? Of course, he's a dominant player, but I mean, dude, I don't know. We have some good chemistry going on.
I got you.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I got to let you go, and I apologize for that. I wanted to make sure that I hit Jared before he went in, but those are great points. So thank you, Homer, for popping in. Jared, I hope I got you in time.
You got me in time, Cap. No problem. It's no problem. Anytime Homer goes before me, or anyone for them, or Eddie, Vicky, anyone, Howard, they can always go before me. I have no reservations about
Jared,
that. They are allowed before
Jared,
me.
Don't sell yourself short, man. Like I said, this is what do you call it? Call in and be heard, okay?
Yes.
And if you want to be heard, great. You can start off the show. I just say please don't call in more than once, because then it gets kind of redundant. I want to hear from different people on that. So again, Homer, thank you for calling in there, shipmate. Good hearing from you. I wanted to make sure that I got to Jared before he popped out. Always good hearing from you. But yeah, good to see. But yeah, what's the Pittsburgh report tonight there, Jared?
The Pittsburgh Report is interesting. We got 7 games that are canceled now as far as college football goes this week. We got Purdue at Wisconsin. We all know what happened in Wisconsin, of course, with what's going on there, how at least 25 people apparently have apparently have contracted the so-called bug, however, if you will, however, and that has been canceled, believe it or not. Also canceled, Air Force and Army now have canceled their game. They were supposed to play Saturday morning. That has now been canceled,
Wow.
believe it or not. That is now not going to happen, according to reports on ESPN. Tulsa and Navy, that has been postponed. Florida International and UTEP, gone. Louisiana Tech and North Texas, see ya. Louisville and Virginia, gone. And just recently announced late this afternoon, Washington and California. So those are the games that will all not be played this week at all.
Yeah, and I'm going to sound biased because I'm a sailor. They better not cancel Army Navy.
I agree with you. I hope they don't either. I hope they don't either. That's one of the better games to watch every year. And like I said, however, they might have, like I said, they're going to probably reschedule Air Force, however, and as far as Army goes, probably for the week after, I think, because, like I said, Army's already accepted a bowl bid, I heard, the day after Christmas already. They're the first team to accept a bowl.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that happened, I think, last week sometime. But, yeah, I have, like I said, I had a couple people who played in my old high school in Pittsburgh. However, one of them, of course, is a grad assistant, I think, and a coach now with the middies, if you will, the goats. And the other one works in West Point, however. He's a sophomore there at West Point, however, if you will. So it's kind of interesting. But, yeah, so you got all these games. But, yeah, it says here, Saturday's football open and Cal player tested positive, and several teammates were placed into quarantine as possibly as early as late this afternoon. Air Force and Army, however, like I said, was supposed to happen. Air Force had been set to travel today, and of course they said, Howard, now it is unclear whether or not the game will be rescheduled or not, but Army has no open dates, Howard, and it says Army plays Navy, and a week before Army plays in the Independence Bowl, while the Mountain West Championship is set for the 19th, so that might be called off this year. Navy and Tulsa, we know that is going on, however, apparently the league said positive cases and subsequent contact tracing forced the game to be put off. Many Navy athletes are under quarantine, and the middies have temporarily halted all football activity.
Yeah, I saw that about the about Navy doing some halts. And welcome back home, by the way, to Hot Neil. Thank you. Thank God you're back in the States, brother.
Yes.
But I said lots of sports going on, and it's a shame that in COVID-20 there is just so much crap that we have to deal with, and like I said, I am not getting into anything that has occurred that is non-sports related. Don't even go there, folks, because that's just part of the COVID crap year that we've had. But I'm glad that we are at least to a point where most of the sports is still being played. Oh, that is so easy. Oh, my God. Touchdown, Packers. Guy was so wide. I'm sorry, Jared. I'm watching.
That's okay. I'm watching the game, too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is getting ugly. If you're a Niner fan, and I have a friend up in Sacramento, and he's a Niner fan, and he works at one of the sports bars. I think it's like Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, it's just, the Niners are a walking mass unit right now. They're banged up everywhere, and it just is becoming more and more of a laugher at this point.
Yeah, and since we were talking about, and I love the way that was a great segue, because we were just talking about the Army, and you said a walking mass unit. That was such a great punt at that time. I don't know if anybody else caught it. I know I did. So
yeah,
for sure.
But it's crazy. But this week, of course, we got to see what Pittsburgh's prepared for. They still haven't said, however, who is going to start in Dallas. And Pittsburgh's a 14-point favorite going into that game, believe it or not, coming up on Sunday afternoon, however. Now, of course, everyone's talking about, of course, the big story, of course, of the week is the New Orleans-Tampa Bay game Sunday night, of course, in Tampa Bay, of course, down your neck of the woods, of course, with Antonio Brown apparently being praised by Mr. Arians yesterday after apparently having a good first workout, if you will.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a very high-scoring game. I can tell you right now, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. However, we'll see what happens, but you never know. So only time will tell, as they say. But, we got the high school games here in Pittsburgh, of course. Some of them are going to be split up in the conference championships, of course. I believe some of them are playing the semis tomorrow. Some of them are actually playing the championships itself. So we'll see what happens there. But it is what it is.
Yeah, there are high school. The playoffs are over here in Florida as well. I can neither confirm nor deny, but I think one of your favorite announcers will be in attendance at one of the games, calling the game for a team here in the area. So
let me ask you this real quick. I'll get you on this. How I know everyone wants to try to get in tonight. What is the status as far as Florida Georgia goes? How with the crowd this week? Are they going to have how many people are going to be allowed in the swamp? Have they made that accurate confirmation yet at all? Have they said anything what they're going to do yet?
Well, it's not in the swamp. It's over in Jacksonville. It's kind of like Army Navy where they play in the middle.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
They'll play in Jacksonville. I don't know what the I know that there's people.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was like, I think, and don't quote me exactly, but I think it was about 20%.
Yeah.
So the tickets, and I'm sure that the tickets were evenly distributed between the Gators as well as the Dogs. So I think that I maybe Scream knows, because Scream is a big Dogs fan. Scream might know, but I think it was 20% capacity, maybe 25%. But it wasn't. It's not going to be your normal largest outdoor cocktail party as they always say.
Not this year at least anyway. Yeah, and the other year it would be normally like 60, 70, 80,000 deep. I mean, this year, I mean, like you said, with the way that things are going on, I'm thinking maybe more like 10, 15,000, somewhere in that ballpark. Could you be looking at that figure maybe?
Possibly.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll be watching the game, so I'm going to let everyone get their 2 cents in. Have a safe weekend. Be careful, everyone. Enjoy the games this weekend. And, yes, the Raiders will smack Mr. Herbert in the puss this week at SoFi. I'm calling it right now.
I hope you're right, brother. Good hearing from you. Thanks again there, Jared.
See ya.
All right. That was Jared. You don't need to knock him out, but you can call back in. Oh, see, that's still there. I don't know why that's still there. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Remember, folks, we're talking sports. Have a sports take. Keep it to sports. Keep it to sports. Keep it to sports. I'm just gonna let folks know that, because and I enjoy hanging out and I enjoy talking, but we need to make sure that we keep it to sports, okay? And if we go off the rails a bit, then, little bit. Let's draw it back. Again, good hearing from everybody. Line is open, 813-699-0834. We did have a caller. I didn't quite see who it was. But remember, keep it to... Oh, there we go. Okay, it is Hot Neil. Okay. So there we go. Hot Neil, remember, what's your take on the game on Sunday?
What's up, Mr. Captain?
I'm good, partner. How are you doing, and what's your take on Sunday?
Oh, man, it was awesome, that trip, man. I wish you were there with me.
Well, I'd love to go down to the islands, but, I'd go to the DR because I know people there. But like I said, Hot Neil, we're glad you're home, but what do you think about the game coming up on Sunday?
Well, we have something going on. I hope we win. I can't put this in the story because I don't see any news about it. Like I said, they charged me $10 for like only 3 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, the phone, but the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and we appreciate you calling in. That's why, and like I said, I'm making sure that everybody knows, man. I love everybody, but let's keep talking sports.
Let's just hope we win. The only thing I would say is that Chucky needs to work a little bit more on communication, and running the right plays.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm worried about. And this Sunday, yeah, we have a good kick-ass game going on. Let's see what happens. I mean, we did pretty good last Sunday because one of the Raider Nation's brothers sent me the score, and I was surprised. I was like, wow, 6-16. I was surprised.
Yeah. And did you get a chance to watch the was it like the the preview, or what do you call it, like a quick synopsis of the game, or did you have the game taped or anything like that?
No, I didn't get to see it, but I have an application called Yahoo. So when I get a chance there, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. Well, that's good. And I do want to let everybody know we are at halftime, with the Packers easily cruising over the Niners 21-3. And I was going to say now, for those that don't know, Hot Neil was in Cuba, and we do welcome him back. And that's right. And he even called us from Cuba to let us know that he was doing okay. Like I said, I enjoyed the take from Hot Neil that he's good to go. And again, I agree with him on making sure that the communication is there for the Raiders. They got to do. But I tell you, Hot Neil, now I got to ask this as well. We have a good rookie quarterback who actually is a record holder in the amount of 300-yard games that he has played, or as I should say, has thrown as a rookie quarterback. That is a record for the most 300-yard games as a rookie quarterback as of right now. What are your thoughts on the Raiders' defense and Herbert?
Okay, you're talking about Herbert. Okay, I think he was doing pretty good. He's showing a lot of improvement from the past to the present. He has shown a lot of potential on that. I've seen it. He's doing great. Now, I'm not saying we should replace Carr with him, but we just gotta wait what happens, because you never know what the position is going to be. You don't know if Carr's going to be replaced or if Carr's going to stay for another 6 years. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You gotta wait on what happens. Just like we're talking to a friend of mine today. We don't know either. We don't know if Chucky's going to stay there for long. We don't know if he's going to stay there, if he's going to go to retirement, or they're going to fire his guy.
Okay.
We don't know either. We just gotta wait.
All right.
You know?
Hey, well,
Captain, real quick, before I hang up, and somebody called me out. I was in Guantanamo Bay. I saw the old Guantanamo Bay station over there.
Okay.
So I didn't got no pictures or nothing. I got a picture of the cousin. But next time I go, I hope you come with me.
Well, again, just make sure that you stay safe up there and be well down in South Florida there, Hot Neil. Always a pleasure hearing from you, brother.
Likewise. Thanks for having me, Captain. And thanks for playing prayer.
Okay. Take care. That was Hot Neil. Appreciate hearing from Hot Neil. Always a pleasure to talk sports with folks. Hot Neil, though, there's Steve. So we got Steve on here as well. Steve, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you?
Oh, doing great, Captain. I tell you what, I took my test and I found out with less than 2 hours I was negative for the third time for COVID. Somebody up there is looking out for us, Captain. How did it go with your appointment?
Oh, my eye appointment. My eyes are horrible, and I have a brand new prescription up and coming. So I have some glasses coming. If you guys, if you see them when they come in, I actually have some Elaine Mickley's. And Elaine Mickley's are the glasses that Al Davis wore. Now they're not the exact type of glasses that Al Davis wore, but they resembled them. So when you see my new prescription upcoming, you'll see that they kind of have look like the glasses that Al Davis wore, for years and years. I actually had I want to welcome to the program Matthew and Robert Hawk. And I hope I said hi to Adam Mayo. So if I missed him, I apologize. So again, thanks for Robert Hawk and Adam Mayo, and obviously all the rest of them here. So when I get my new prescription, these are going away because they're broken anyway. So I'll have 2 brand new glasses, and I'll probably have to get another to get the prescription updated. But that's the way that is. So I appreciate you asking.
No problem. Those transitionals, I'm trying to get used to that. When you go to having a little bit of a bifocal at the bottom of the glasses, and then you're trying to adjust between the distance and that. But it's something that you get used to. But I was going to ask you, we'll be asking for your autograph with getting those Al Davis glasses. Captain will be lining up. But what do you think about Ohio State? And you notice I say Ohio State. I don't want to say the Ohio State. Being a native from Columbus, it's in my blood. I was raised from the from the cradle, whatever, to be a Buckeye fan. You know, you hear Carmen, Ohio, and all that. My dad first graduated from college there, and he grew up went to West High School in Columbus. But anyway, that's enough of that history lesson. But I'm really impressed by this quarterback fields and everything. Do you think what they did to Penn State last week, is Penn State as good as they are, or is Ohio State? I don't know. What did you think about that, or am I getting too far ahead of myself? Do you think they're deserving of the number 3 ranking going into that game last week?
I mean, I'll be very honest. I was more attuned to what the Gators were doing. So I had to find the Gator game, and it was on the alternate SEC network. It was hard to find. So I had the Ohio State game on a little bit, but I didn't really watch it. and it's because I found the Gator game. And I know that it was a tough game, and in fact that Penn State would be a decent opponent. Enlighten me again as to what the score was between Ohio State and Penn State.
You're going to laugh when I tell you this, Captain. I take it and everything. I was so hungry when I got off to work. I said, man, I'm going to go get me some barbecue. So I think it was like 38 or something. But I try to watch their games and everything, being from Columbus, and it's in my blood and everything because, you know, I grew up with it with my mom and my father, both being from Ohio natives and stuff. But I'm impressed by this quarterback field. He's the real deal. Of course, I think he's from Swanee, Georgia, I think it is. But he's quite a football player and everything. And it's I always get pumped up when it's Saturdays because I grew up on Buckeye football just like you did with the Gators. And I don't know, I enjoy college football just as much, maybe a little bit more than the pros. What say you, Captain?
Oh, yeah. And again, it's silver and black 7 days a week. But for 3 hours on a Saturday, it's orange and blue. It's not donkey orange and blue. It's gator orange and blue. So that's why I kept telling people. I said when Tim Tebow was wearing orange and blue on Saturdays, that was fine. But when he was wearing orange and blue on Sunday, he was dead to me. So there you go.
I know. I remember that game in 2011. It was my first game in Oakland and everything, and Tebow was playing and. We ended up losing that game. I believe it was 38-24, and Tebow was all over the place. And I'm thinking, why can't we stop this guy? And I remember we had a 14-point lead. The Raiders did at one time, and I was sitting up on. That was the last year that they had Mount Davis open and everything. I was up there watching the game, and anyway, so at the end of the game, I was walking out in the parking lot. We're all dejected because not only do we lose to the Bronco Hose, as we call them, we lost to Tim Tebow, and I look over and I see Wayne Mabry, the violator, and he was just as upset about that loss as we all were because that was a game that was in the bag that slipped away, and that was one of the toughest losses, losing the not only the Broncos but Tebow. But you got to admire Tebow and everything. I did, but it's kind of like a lot of people here in Houston, they didn't like Peyton Manning when he played for the Colts, but they didn't have any problem when he was a Bronco.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where when you see people move and go and it's strange. And you know what? I will say this again about Tebow. I think that if he would have agreed to be an H-back, to be a tight end, to be somebody that, you know, was a better portion of your team, and not just a quarterback that can't throw the football. If you're a quarterback, you better be able to throw the friggin' football. But he always had a hitch in his giddy-up throwing the ball.
Right.
And I think that he was just so egotistically oriented that I'm Tim Tebow. I have to be the quarterback. Well, you know what? There are plenty of people that played quarterback in college, and then they went to the pros and they didn't play quarterback, and they were a very good people for their position. I want to say that one of the guys that I can't stand for the Steelers was like that, and I can't remember his name. He was the one one of the guys I hated at wide receiver. Heinz Ward. There you go. Heinz Ward played quarterback in college, and he went and became an outstanding wide receiver. There are plenty of people that play quarterback and they transition. And Tim Tebow has the body type that, you know, will be good or would have been good to make him a viable member of the football team, but he didn't want to be that way. Now, Scream was talking about Cordell Stewart. Cordell Stewart did play quarterback for Colorado, and he did play quarterback for the Steelers. He started as slash, but he still stayed at quarterback. So there's a difference there. So
it's like Jim Kelly was more of a type of a linebacker in the quarterback spot and everything, the way he played football.
Yeah, got that as well.
And it's amazing, Captain. I was going to ask you, what do you pick for this weekend? Is this going to be a win? And I've been kind of out of the loop. Is Bosa playing this weekend? I think he's out, isn't he?
I haven't checked. I haven't checked the. Well, we're still talking about. Oh God. I ain't talking politics. I'm watching TV and I see crap on TV. I will have to check. I know that he had some injuries. Whether he's out or not, I'd have to recheck. It doesn't matter what it says now. It's Thursday. It's what happens on Sunday. And whether Bosa's out, that would be a boon for the Raiders offense to not have to deal with him and Melvin Ingram. But they have a lot of good players on that defense. So having Bosa out, would be better for us. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we don't have to keep a good eye out for all the other great players that they have on that team. So I'm just saying, I don't care who's on the other side, and I'm sure they're going to – dollars to donut, if you want to make a prop bet, I don't know if Nick is still in here or if he's gone. I'm sure that one of the prop bet, if Nevada Nick is still here, maybe he can say this or not. But – a prop bet would be, are the Chargers going to wear their powder blue uniforms? And I haven't seen anything, but I would say take that bet because I will almost guarantee you that they're going to wear their powder blue. Oh, there you go. Nick's in here. If there is a prop bet on whether the Chargers are going to wear their powder blues, I say take the bet, take the money, because I can almost guarantee you that they will be wearing their powder blues. They almost always wear their powder blues against us for sure.
I know they look kind of cool in those old school uniforms, Captain. Is that game going to be open up to the fans, or is it going to be limited or no fans over there?
I think it's no fans. I haven't seen. I don't remember seeing fans at the other games. I might be wrong, but I don't recall being. Okay, here we go. See, right on the spot, and this is why I love Nevada Nick. Bosa's still in concussion protocol, did not practice, and is questionable for Sunday. That's great. That's one less player that we have to worry about. But you know what? The Chargers defense is going to be a hard get, and we still need to be up to our best. Our offense has got to be up to par on that one for sure.
I know. I tell you, the defense is a beast, and I know you got to go and everything, Captain. But if you could tell the people about the Holy Roller game with the San Diego Chicken up there rolling around all over the place, and Jenny Stapler laughing about it, looking up there and seeing him roll around like he just had what's his name from Sanford and Son moment up there.
Oh yeah.
Old
Fred Sanford, man, doing. Yeah, the old San Diego Chicken. I'll let you go. I'll let you go, Steve, and I'll talk about that as well.
God bless you, Captain. Good health, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you. Hey, and we're glad that you are tested COVID negative, brother. Glad that you tested COVID negative, and that was cool. For those that don't know, and I tell you, Steve brought it up. If you've never seen if you never saw the old kind of like the highlights of the Holy Roller, in fact, somewhere around here, where is it? I have it. Is it over there? I have the picture of the Holy Roller. It's over there, and it's signed by Dave Casper. So and it shows where he has his hands on the ball, and it's before he falls on it into the end zone. And for those that have never seen this is one of the reasons why there is a rule in the NFL. There's so many rules that the Raiders inspired, and this was the one where if you fumbled the ball offensively within the last 2 minutes, I think it's the last 2 minutes of the half, the only person that can fall on the ball is the guy who fumbled it. Okay, so you can't fumble the ball forward because, again, Stabler was rolling to his right, and again, he's a left-handed quarterback, so he was rolling away from his arm. Okay, Trey Turner is back. Playoff team is the type of game they need to find, and I agree with Nick. This is almost a must-win, and the reason why I say that is everybody projects the Raiders, and Nick and I talked about this before the season, and I miss hanging out with Nick on shows, so I'm very happy that you're here, Nick. The Raiders are going to be a dynamic team this year, but they have to beat the teams that they need to beat, want to beat, and should beat. And Vince said it as well. This is a must-win. The Chargers are a better team than their record indicates. The Broncos are a better team than their record indicates. So the Raiders must beat a team that has a good defense, because the last time they played a team with a really good defense, they kept it tight for 3.5 quarters, and then like the last 7 minutes, it just went away from them. So that's all I got to say. It's one of those things where the Raiders need to beat the Chargers. They got to show what that offense can do against a good defense. And again, thanks again. I said, Nick, awesome. I appreciate your inputs, brother. In fact, you can, and son, you got to go. I got you. Okay. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being in here, Sonny. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that was watching. I appreciate everybody that hits up the super chat and the super stickers. Thank you. We like the good content. Let everybody know about it, man. Like I said, I love to get the word out so we'll have more people call in. And Nick can call in as well. In fact, if Nick, Nick can call in and talk his ass off. That's for sure. And hooah! From Adam Mayo. Thank you as well there, sir. I appreciate that as well. But the Raiders need to beat the Chargers Sunday. And then they got to beat the Broncos the following Sunday. And it would be awesome if they can beat the Chiefs the following Sunday. That would be a 3-game win streak against their AFC West opponents. 3-game win streak. But they got to do it. And I'm not saying that they can't or they won't, but they have to do it. They have to show what that team is made of. They have to show the mettle that they are made of. I want to show people while there's a break in the action. One of the things that I got in the mail today as well, and I did buy this. This was definitely not given, okay? But this is a Raiders coin. Let me see I'm on this camera. A Raiders coin, okay? And there you go. Make sure you get the reflections of it, okay? See Las Vegas Raiders, okay? Nevada. That's the one side, okay? Great coin. And then the other side, you see what's on the back as well. But the one thing I like about this is if you look in the middle, it's a Navy Chiefs coin. You see the anchors. There you go. That's a better angle. You see the anchors there. You see the Chief Petty Officer anchor, the Senior Chief Petty Officer anchor, and the Master Chief Petty Officer anchor. So this is a CPO coin. And I got it as well, and I bought this one, and I'm gonna be buying some more. Adam Mayo, who is in the chat line, Adam Mayo has some coins as well. If you'd like to get not this coin here, but he has Raider coins that are wonderful. Go see Adam Mayo. Hit him up on Facebook, hit him up here on YouTube. Get his information, Adam, please, give your information. Adam Mayo has some really awesome challenge coins for Raiders fans, and I'm going to be getting a few of them from him. So the old military thing is, if you don't have your challenge coin on you and people ask you got your coin with you and you don't, then you owe them a drink. So I will definitely have. In fact, I have this one. This is another Raiders Chiefs coin. Okay, I love the fact here you have the Raiders logo here, and then right here you see all of the anchors. Master Chief, Senior Chief, and Chief Payout. So this is my basic Raiders Chiefs coin. So I have this one, and then I have this one as well. And I got a few of these. See, it's got Raider Nation here on the front, and then on the back, you have the CPO anchor there, and of course the logos and the 3 Lombardi. So this is a Chiefs coin as well. That's a Raiders coin. I will make sure that I have at least one of these on me when I'm out there, because I don't want to be coined and then have to buy folks drinks. So there you go. And again, if you want a Raiders challenge coin, get with Adam Mayo. He has some really nice coins. Adam, remember to set those coins aside for me. He's going to hit me up on payday. Line is open, 813-699-0834. We're also, like I said, talking about the COVID cooties and them taking that 6th round pick away. It sucks. It sucks. But the Raiders need to play up to their expectations, to their capabilities, and they could win the game. They should win the game. They need to win the game. And they need to start. I want to see the beginning of a 4-game win streak, and it started last week with a win in Cleveland. Now remember, the one good things that the Raiders got going on as well is that the next 9 games that they have, 7 of them are indoors. SoFi is indoors. That's in LA. That's this weekend. At the end of the month, after the Thanksgiving, they go to Atlanta. It's indoors. All of the remaining home games in Vegas, obviously, is indoors. There are only 2 games that are weather games, outdoors. In New York, the first week of December, and then I believe the last game of the year is in Denver. I know it's either the last game or the second to last game is in Denver outdoors, and it's a weather game. And so there's only 2 games that the Raiders have to worry about bad weather. And it's going to, Trojan horse, that they need to deal with it. So I think the Raiders will be okay. And they just need to start winning the games that they should win. They should beat the Chargers. They should beat the Broncos. They should beat the Falcons. But that doesn't mean that they will. That doesn't mean that they will. So let's get that to it right now. It's 10:15 Eastern. There was a very long pass down the field by Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams. And remember, Devontae Adams used to catch those passes over there at Fresno State from Derek Carr. And if you didn't sign that large contract, I'm pretty sure the Raiders would have probably gone after him. Line is open, 813-699-0834. Call on in, 813-699-0834. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here. If you have any questions, when we play at home, they got to move those equipment team out of the way so our players don't kill themselves. I agree. Nothing but a thorn in our side, and Twinkie. And, I would, if Trent Brown was going to be here after this year, I would seriously consider getting that jersey for Vicky. But I don't think he's going to be here after next year. And it's really a waste of money for somebody that doesn't deserve to have any jerseys for, bought even the knockoffs. Trent Brown is a waste of money. And I don't care who's playing right tackle. They better make sure that Melvin Ingram stays away from Derek Carr. And if Bosa, and again, thanks for the information from Nick saying that he's in concussion protocol, doesn't look like he's going to play. Good. You know, I mean, you always say you want to play against the best, but you know what? If you don't have to play against somebody, that's not good. Yeah, and Nick's even said that. That's what Mayock is doing. You know, he's tying them up for 2 years. He's giving them their money for the first 2 years, but then you can get rid of them. And that's very smart. And I agree also with Matt. He needs. I'm not sure what you can probably go into Spot Track. In fact, I will do that. While we're waiting, I'll see if there is a answer to that. While we're waiting, remember we're waiting for your calls. Line is open 813-699. Yeah, he's on a 1-year contract. Okay. And 1 year, $2 million, including a $1.4 million guaranteed signing bonus and an average annual salary of $2 million. So yeah, 1.4 guaranteed. So he's worth it. And if he remains with the Raiders, I'd sign him again. No problem. I'd put that money towards him, provided he stays healthy. And I'd love to see it. Packers are knocking on the door. Rodgers again to Devontae Adams. Quick pass down to the 1 yard line. It should be an easy score. I'm amazed that the Niners are 4-4. I am amazed that they are 4-4. Packers at 5-2 with that really bad loss to the Buccaneers, and then last week they got pantsed by the Vikings. They got pantsed by the Vikings. But if you guys want to talk about it, we still got some time. Remember, I will be on as long as we have calls. If you're not going to call in, that's fine. I just don't want to be on here. Touchdown to second touchdown to the game to Valdez-Scantling. That's his second to one of his wideouts. That makes it pending the point will be 28-3. But again, I'm here for you. And I started out the show and I didn't get a chance to. If you missed it, I'm really thinking about doing like that should have been a penalty right there. Got away with it. A 1 hour, basically a podcast. I know that everybody does podcasts, and I actually used to do this last year. But I really want to be able just to say my feelings of what happened in the last game, what we got going towards the next game. I think I'm going to do that next week. I was thinking about it all day. I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. So look for, and it'll be, I think it's called a broadsides or the captain's broadsides. How they have the ships doing the broadsides. That's way too much. We'd have to go Twink Twit Cove 19 if we were to put that on a jersey. But folks, if you want to call in, now's the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. 813-699-0834. Love to hear from you. Again, I agree, Matt. Denzel Good needs another contract. Needs a contract extension. The way he's played, dynamic. Homer is really high on Brandon Parker. He wasn't a revolving door last week, but I've seen him the week prior. Remember when he played? Was it against the Pats? He played a game. Oh, maybe it was against the Bucks. It was against the Bucks. He played right tackle and just was horrible. Was horrible. So he needs to continue to have positive growth, shall we say. We need him to continue to get better. Folks, it's going for 10:20. Like I said, I will be here. I will take your calls, but you got to call in. And remember, I will be on Sunday on Colorcast. I will be broadcasting the Raider game on Colorcast on Apple. When I get information on that, I will send it to you. I will put it out to people on Facebook so you don't have to listen to these jokers that first off, they belittle the Raiders and they don't give that and talk about crap. Do you want to listen to Mark? Oh God. Schlereth. Donkey Raider hater. Talk about Tom Brady's jawline. I don't care. That's crap. I don't want to listen to that. I want to listen to a Raider fan give you a very good dialogue of what's going on the game. Make sure that you hit me up on Colorcast. And Doc, thanks for coming aboard because I was afraid that I was about ready to end the broadcast, but I appreciate you coming here. How you doing, Doc? What's going on with you tonight?
Oh, doing pretty good, but got really two main questions for you. Maybe you can answer them for me.
Sure.
One, the main question is Sam Young.
Yeah.
He tried to play in Cleveland. Is there any status update on him? Will he be able to play against the Chargers? So I'd rather have him than Parker.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up here, Doc. Raiders injury report. And we'll see what it says. Week 9. Okay. Raiders Chargers week injury report. And I will pull it up for you right here. That's the Chargers. Okay, Raiders. Here we go. Wow. Abram did not practice both yesterday and today. That's not good. Let's see here. Sam Young was limited the last 2 games. These are the people that did not practice. Okay, and there's a lot of them. Jonathan Hankins did not practice the last 2 days. Jeff Heath, the safety, did not practice. Rodney Hudson didn't practice on Wednesday but had a full practice today. That's good. Maurice Hurst the last 2 days, ankle, did not practice. Josh Jacobs did not practice today. He had a full on Wednesday, did not practice today. Arden Key with a foot injury the last 2 days did not practice. Colton Miller the last 2 days with an ankle did not practice. Sam Young was limited the last 2 days. And Trayvon Mullen was limited today. So that is the injury report. The positives are Malik Collins had a full practice the last 2 days. Edwards had a full practice today. That's very good news. And again, not injury. Okay, so that's why Rodney did not practice yesterday. It wasn't injury related, just didn't practice, not injury, but he was full today. So the people that were full today, Malik Collins, Edwards, that's good to see, Rodney Hudson, and that's it. A couple of people, like I said, Sam Young was limited, and I don't know what we got there. Denzel is not on a report. Obviously, Richie Incognito is not on the report because he's on the IR. He has not been put back. So I can't tell you if Sam Young is limited. I admire the fact that he's trying to gut it out. I really admire that. But if he can't play, Brandon Parker has got to learn to get better on his pass blocking skills, and hopefully that won't be an issue. Because again, if Denzel Good is playing left guard, we need to keep him in at left guard, and we need to make sure that we are chipping I tell you what, if whoever the tight end is if Sam Young plays, they definitely need to chip the end on the way out because there's just no getting around it. The running backs need to make sure that if they go out on a pass pattern, they're chipping whoever is there. But here's the other thing, like I said, and this is new. Colton Miller did not practice yesterday and today. Ankle injury. So there's something else. Now, I tell you what, if Colton Miller's out and Trent Brown's out, that is a world of hurt for the Raiders tackles. That is a world of hurt.
Oh, yeah. That would not be good.
Yeah.
That would definitely not be good. And the second thing that I got a question on.
Sure.
The trade deadline. The trade deadline is over.
Yeah, we didn't pick up anybody.
We didn't pick up anyone.
No.
But is there anyone getting cut that we might have to pick up temporarily to fill in some of these gaps at tackle?
Well,
now I knew there were some linebackers that they were talking about might get cut that we might look at. I think Victor Beasley was one of them, and Vic Beasley was one, and Reddick is another. But I haven't heard anything about any tackles. I mean, is that just so hard to come by right now?
Yeah,
with this COVID, or people just holding on to what they got?
Yeah, yes and yes. COVID-20, and it's hard to find. It's hard to find somebody out there, and because if they're out there for a reason. They're out there for a reason. I don't know if anybody wants to get rid of a lineman. I mean, if it's because they're asking for too much money, that's a contract issue. But we're in week 9. If there is a tackle out there, there's a reason why he's out there because he probably sucks or he's not performing. Okay, and if he's out there, cancer in the locker room, there you go. So if there's a tackle out there, what's the reason why there's a tackle out there? So be wary of these guys that you're picking up. Vic Beasley, I've heard, is an excellent football player, but is a pain in the ass and a cancer in the locker room. Again, these are just what I heard. Okay?
Yeah.
So there's a reason why he hasn't been picked up by somebody. And, there you go. And people were saying, well, why didn't we pick up, and I even asked this, so why didn't we pick up Carlos Dunlap for a 7th-round pick? I would have loved to pick up Carlos Dunlap, but we didn't. And Paul Gunther knows Carlos Dunlap very well. So
there must be something we don't know about.
Exactly. There's something we don't know about. Geno Atkins, we didn't trade for. Why? Paul Gunther knows Geno Atkins very well. There's something there. There's something we don't know. Or we would have picked him up. I'm pretty sure we would have picked him up.
As well as Mayock has been doing good on getting us talent, I have to just put my faith in, and he's really proven himself his worth of picking good talent for us,
right? Especially
in the draft. And if he don't see something, then I just gotta have to, him Gruden. I just have to have faith in that. I really do. I think they can weed out a lot of good players. There's only one bad one I think that we all would like to take back from last year. But,
yeah, and he starts Sunday, by the way.
But his potential was so great, we took a risk.
Right.
The payout, the possible payout was so high. I guess that's why we're in Vegas now. We gambled and we just didn't. The house won on that one, and we didn't. But I'm just really wanting us to. The best way we can beat any quarterback is to keep him on the bench. The best thing we did in Cleveland was that 8 to 9 minute drive, and that was with running the ball and short control passes.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what we got to do, then that's what we got to do. Get it out quick. You can't. It's hard to sack the quarterback on a rushing play.
Yeah.
And it's hard to rush the quarterback if you get a quick release to a quick, short little pass. that's one way to nullify, those pass rushers. So we just need to do long, sustained drives, keep control of the ball. The longer we keep their defense on the field and their offense off the field, I think that's the better way we can just handle this game. I really believe that. I mean, this quarterback, he's a rookie, and sometimes he does bonehead plays, but I've seen him do some pretty marvelous passes too.
Yes.
So the best thing to do is keep his butt on the bench.
I agree, and I tell you what, don't get beat by a rookie quarterback. And by the way, don't get beat by a second-year quarterback either, because we're playing what's his name, Bach, the kid from Missouri that is the quarterback of the Donkeys. Can't remember his name. He sucks. Drew Lock. Yeah. Don't get beat by Drew Lock. Don't get beat by Justin Herbert. Don't do it. I mean, if you get beat by Mahomes, great. We already beat him at least one game. I'd love to take a sweep on that.
I don't think there's a Raider fan out there that wouldn't like to take a sweep on that. That'd be just wonderful. that would just be great.
Yeah.
But like I say, but I ain't worried about that game yet. I'm just worried about the LA Chargers. We do usually play good in LA, but there's no fans there, so that's nullified.
Yeah, I mean that'll actually help out the Chargers, because again, when we play the Chargers, it's the Raiders' home game.
Yeah, exactly. So they're the ones that's going to make out on that.
You got it.
What we got to do is just keep their offense off the field.
I agree.
Control that ball. Because in Cleveland, we had more ball control. We had, if I'm not mistaken, we had an extra 15 minutes or so more of the ball than they did.
Yeah,
it was around 15 minutes.
Yeah. I think it was. It was what, 37-22.
Something like that.
Yeah. It was a lot. So, and we definitely need to continue that, and I want to make sure that we do continue that. Hey Doc, what's your last out the door? What's the score on Sunday?
Well, I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. I think if we win, I think it's going to be like 34-31.
Okay.
I think we'll win. I'm hoping we win, but I think it's going to be a high scoring game, because unless we control and keep them off the field, they can put up points.
Yes,
and we're going to have to do the same.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
So, well, let me get off here, but I just want to say one thing. Go Raiders. We got this. We got to do this. This is one of those must-wins. You got to win the games you're supposed to win, and this is one we're supposed to win.
Amen, man. And thanks for calling in, Doc. Always good hearing from you.
And by the way, I'm glad your eye appointment went good.
Yeah. Well, it went well. They gave me some drops, and I got to get some other drops. But my prescription, my eyes are getting bad. So
I'll trade you.
Yeah. I got you, Doc. I'll keep what I got. I know. I got you.
All right. Well, I'll even throw $1,000 in there. Let's trade. Your eyes on 1,000.
Yeah. I'll let you keep your 1,000, man. But hey, you do well, and best to you as well, too, partner.
Hey, you have a good night there, buddy. And if you do that, your little podcast thing, I'll definitely want to see it. That's gonna be on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it'd be on YouTube, and then I would push it out to like the podcast things that like Homer does. So I'll let people see it on YouTube, and then I'll push it out to Spotify and all those other things.
All righty. Well, looking forward to it.
Okay.
Like to hear your perspective there, buddy.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Doc.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. That's Doc Burdett over in Virginia. Oh, I didn't get a chance to ask him about the maybe he can put in on the comment line. How the Cavs doing this year? Not the Cleveland Cavaliers. No. Not the Cleveland Cavaliers. UVA. How's UVA doing? And I did see in the comments section, again, for those Raider Challenge coins, make sure to get with Adam Mayo. They are sharp. They are sharp. Adam is going to keep a few aside for me. As soon as I get paid on payday, I'm sending some money to him. I'm sending some money to him for those challenge coins because they are sharp. They are sharp. So we're at 10:36, and I see my ladies are still here, and I love my Val, love my Vicky. I don't know, is Marlo? I wonder if Marlo's still up. And hi to Marlo. And again, it's I love seeing my Valerie. I love Valerie. Love Vicky. Love my V's. Love my V's. Can't wait to see all of them and you as well. I hope I'm not missing, and I know that Angela was in here. It's great to see the ladies in here. And again, remember, get your Raider Challenge coins from Adam Mayo. Make sure you go over and get them from Adam Mayo. But we'll see if we got anybody else coming in. Did I see your comment about the COVID fines? Yes, I did. And I tell you, I really think that we should take it out of Trent Brown's salary. I don't know whether we can do that or not. Because remember, it's about you have to go by the NFL Players Union and all the other things. Yeah, losing the 6th round draft pick, that sucks. And I think that literally. The money that we had that had to forfeit, I think we should take it out of the people that are responsible for it. Trent Brown. At least for the money. It sucks on the pick. Yeah, it sucks on the pick. But here's the other thing. I firmly believe that Mike Mayock will get us that pick back. I think that there will be, because we lost the pick, there's nothing saying that you can't get the pick back. Well, yeah, if it's from the Waller party, then you know what? You take it out of Waller's salary, and you take it out of. Wow, are they actually going to score? Good long run. Nice play by the Niners. Probably the first one I've seen all day. Yeah, 1 minute to go in the third quarter. It's about time they did something. $14 million in cap money. Okay, the $14 million, Mayock may trade Trent to get some picks. Not now. Trade deadline's over. And actually, if we were talking about this before. And I think Raider G said it when he was saying, I don't want to see Trent Brown go to another team and come and come play against us and do that. Maybe trade him if you want to trade him, or if you want to get rid of him. See, that's the thing. You can't trade him anymore. You can't trade him anymore. Because the trade deadline is passed. So you can't trade him. All you can do is cut him. And if you cut him, he can go anywhere. So that's the way it is. But I would take the money out of Trent Brown's salary if it's because of him. If it's because of Waller, and I was, the Waller thing was for charity and things. That was just stupid. But you know what? You got to throw the hammer out. Brown's COVID cost $650,000. Well, there you go. Take it out of his salary. Take it out of his salary. Find him. It's his. It's his fault. That's the way I think about it. Valerie, if you want to call in, always want to hear from you, darling. Yeah, they could. They can trade him during the draft. But here's the thing. It depends upon the way the salary or the because he's not guaranteed to be on the team next year. All of this guaranteed money is done. He's under contract. He is under contract, but that doesn't mean he's going to be on the team. So that's what, because if he's on the team, then that means you got to pick up his salary, and I think it's I'd have to check with Spot Track. All his guaranteed money's done, so you'd only be getting his salary. And to be honest, do you really want him back on the team? No, I don't want him around. And you know what? If you want to get rid of him, get rid of him. I'm over. I am over Trent Brown. Over him. Don't care. Okay, well, good. Thanks there, Vicky. UVA is sucking. Okay, well, sorry to hear about that. Ready for Florida, Georgia, though, and we got that going. Hey, if Valerie wants to call, I will stay here. If somebody calls me before a quarter till, I'll stay on the line. And again, I want to thank. Let's see who is here, and I appreciate First off, I appreciate everybody for being here. That I gotta say, thank you for being here. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for getting the word out. I like getting views and hearing. I wish we had more people that would participate, but we'll get there. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for your thumbs up. I want to thank and I want to thank the people that participated in the super chat tonight and that spread a little love there my way. I appreciate that. Let me go back and see who it was. I remember Ed Winchell was one, I believe. I'm going back up to the top. So again, if you don't know what that $sign is, that is for super chat. Okay, so super chat and super stickers. So if you want to basically send a tip to the show, Vince VDub sent $5. Thank you there, Vince. Vince said $5. Raider Neil spent $4.99. Thank you there, Raider Neil. Ed Winchell, $4.99. And Vicky started it off with $2.99 with the. Well, I like that character with the love character. That's awesome. So thank you for that. That's a super sticker, I think. Yeah, thank you for that. So again, thank you to Vicky Orr, Ed Winchell, Raider Neil Backman, and V-Dub. So that's what that's what the $signs are. So thank you for that. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for getting the word out. And thank you for being here. Because again, I'd much rather talk to people than, just be on and not basically talk to myself. So thank you for that. But if we're not going to have any calls, that's fine. I will. Did they turn it over? I didn't see it. Was it a fumble? Was it a fourth down play? Okay, here it is. Nice stick. So I guess they were going for it on fourth down, and the middle linebacker stuffed him. So there you go. Hey, Jesse Marquez, thank you for being here. Jesse, you're late to the party, man. You're late to the party, brother. Because I was saying, if Jesse, if you want to call, please call within the next minute. And the reason why I say that is because I said that I was basically gonna chop shop at quarter till. If you don't want to call, that's fine too. But again, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for any and all thumbs up, and for that. So if you're gonna call, Jesse, you can type, say yes, I'm gonna call, or no, because I'm gonna cut the show. Yeah, I agree, Vicky. Kick him to the curb. And if I could have found, like I said, Brown sucks. Okay, Jesse is going to call in. So and Anna Diaz is here too. All right, well, good. Thank you for coming in, Jesse Marquez, and thank you for being here, Anna Diaz. And by the way, if you guys didn't see it, Anna Diaz sent me the wonderful 7-Eleven cup. Hopefully you see it here, along with the Dr. Pepper Raider can here, as well as the wonderful Golden Knights koozie. I like that. So we are getting a call. I think this is Jesse Marquez. I'll see it. 480, is this you, Jesse?
Yes, it is, Captain.
Okay, well then I will make sure that I don't know why you weren't on my phone before, but I will put you in on my phone. So I will go to
I
a
believe
wide
this
shot.
is the first time I actually call.
Okay, well there you go. I will put you in on my phone, brother. So I got you. So hopefully the next time you call in, if it shows up, now sometimes it doesn't show up, I will have you here on my phone. How you doing tonight? And thanks for being here.
No problem. I'm doing pretty well, other than having a little bit of congestion, but it always happens around this time of year for me.
Yeah, is it just the regular allergies and whatnot?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, hopefully you don't come down with the. Hey, hopefully nobody we know comes down. And I hate saying it, nobody we know. I don't wish COVID on anybody, but especially I ain't gonna say, hey, I want to keep it away from folks we know, and I want to keep it away from me. I got enough friggin' problems right now. I definitely want make sure I don't have COVID, and so again, no COVID for anybody we know. And if you have family members that have it, are my prayers to them. You know, let's keep everybody safe.
Me.
Yeah, and for you, man. So other than the sniffles, what's going on?
Just working as always, Captain.
Okay. Now, what are your thoughts? I know we said a little bit last night when you called in to Angela. How do you see this game on Sunday? And now? Let me ask another question. What are your thoughts on Trent Brown? Should we just get rid of him now?
The whole Trent Brown issue, he did cost us a lot of money. I believe it is time for us to cut ties with him. Due to the fact that he is giving us a little bit of issues. He hasn't really played much since we picked him up as well.
This year. Yeah. Now he played last year. He played decently last year, but I don't think we need to keep him around. I say cut his ass.
Yeah, same here. And as for Sunday, like I predicted on Angela's show, 30-20 in favor of the Raiders. Mostly because I know with our defense, they're starting to get a feel for each other.
Uh-huh.
And I know it was hard for a lot of the players to get a feel for the system, especially a lot of the newer ones with no preseason and very little camp.
Okay.
So, like I said, I am going with 30-20 in favor of the Raiders.
Yeah, and that's what I said too. I said that the Raiders are averaging about 30 a game. Granted, they didn't get their 30 last week, but that was a tight game. But they were averaging 30 a game prior to Cleveland. But then again, they were also averaging giving up 30 a game prior to last week as well. So that was a good thing on that. I think that as long as we have our offense play up to specs and if not better, we should win this game. That's just the way I see it. And I hope that will continue because again, don't lose to a rookie quarterback. Okay, the Chargers have had so many bad games that just got away from them. Then they're snake bit this year, and I hope that snake continues to bite them. I don't want them to get. I don't want them to get any positivity from beating us. I don't want them to get any positivity. I don't want the donkeys to get any positivity. And let's go out and hopefully we can get a sweep against the Chiefs. The last week. That would definitely make my month. You know what? And then I am supposed to be in Atlanta after Thanksgiving. So let's go undefeated for November. How about that? That's what I want to say.
That sounds amazing. That sounds great. I wish I was going to that Atlanta game, but I have a family wedding to attend. So because I'll be in California that week, I won't be able to attend the game. But hopefully I can make it out to, I believe, TBH Los Angeles.
Yeah, make sure you get out there, man. I said I got to get my chapter here squared away a little bit better, and I will once I basically can get the hell out of the house. I will find a place to go out and remember, if you guys don't know, I'm a president of the Black Hole chapter of Tampa Bay. But it's COVID-20, man. We haven't had a chance to get out and do any meetings, so I hope to do that pretty soon as well. But we'll get folks out there and do that.
Oh yeah, and literally a lot of my plans were pretty screwed over for this season, considering the whole situation. I was planning many trips out east because I've never really been out east.
Mm-hmm.
So I really love Southern food, so that's why I was hoping to be at the Atlanta game.
Yeah.
And then my cousin posted when his wedding's going to be, so I'll be in California that week.
Well, there's. Are you married, Jesse?
Negative, sir.
There you go. Well, first off, always just say no to marriage. That's what I always say. At least until you're 30. Don't even think about it till you're 30 years old. And then I always say this: if you ever feel like getting married, just lie down until the feeling goes away. It'll go away eventually. It'll go away. Just lie down. Just lie down. But if you go to a wedding, you know what? There's plenty of shall we say interesting extracurriculars that can be done.
Oh yeah.
So have fun at the wedding, and be well. And thanks for calling in as well, man. Always good hearing from you.
Great talking to you as well, Captain.
And keep us up on that wedding. I want to if there's some really cool, because there's always somebody who gets drunk. Excuse me. There's always somebody that gets drunk and does something stupid. We want to see pictures, and if they are pictures of a lady, those you can send to me personally, not out on Facebook, but just to me. I've become a dirty old pirate. That's all I'm going to say.
Cap, we both are.
Hey, brother, always good hearing from you, man. You take care and keep up with us.
You too. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi, Devil Dog. Be well.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's Jesse Marquez. Love hearing from him. Great guy. It's like I said, we're all salty. At least Jesse and I both are. So it's 10:55, and I see the picks. Like I said, I think the Raiders win this game. I think the Raiders win this game. I'm on record by saying 30-20. And remember, if you are an Apple user, I will put up information on as soon as I get to it. If you go to my Instagram and you see a picture of a Packer fan, on Instagram. There's a bunch of directions there. It's probably going to be the same thing for Sunday with me, okay? So look at my Instagram, and I think it might have gone over to Facebook. Get the directions out, and hook up on Apple to Colorcast. Go there, hit up the broadcast. I will be broadcasting on Colorcast. It's a hell of a lot better than whoever the geeks are that are on TV. I guarantee you'll enjoy the Colorcast from me better than them. I'm just saying. I guarantee it. So go to Colorcast. And then remember, myself, Ken Thompson of SportsX Radio, and Kate On, they will be there. Myself, Ken Thompson, Violator, and Raider Homer. We will be shooting our show Sunday night. So we will. I will be on my regular Ask Captain Jack show. It'll probably be 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Just be ready. Just be ready. Okay. Just be ready. I will do maybe a quick show, and then let folks know about the regular expanded show. Don't go away. Make sure you are there on Sunday. And if I do that podcast, I will let everybody know. Great seeing everybody. Thanks again for being here. Put the word out. Love to see everybody. We're seeing all of the good comments here. Thanks for being here. Remember, if you're thinking about marriage, just lie down. It'll go away. Just slide down till the feeling goes away. And we'll see everybody again. Thanks again to Ed Winchell, to V-Dub, or Vince, to Vicky, to Raider Neil Backman. If I'm missing somebody that gave me some money on Super Chat, thank you. I appreciate that. If I missed you, I apologize. I think I got the first four that did it. And thanks for the thumbs up. Again, let me see. Okay, so Vince, yep, Vince was there. And Raider Neil, thank you, Ed Winchell, and Vicky. So, yeah, those are my folks that contributed today on Super Chat. Thanks again. We'll see you again Sunday. And look for me on Colorcast. Take care, everybody. Yarg! Let's get that victory. Get that victory on Sunday, brother and sister. Mates and wenches. Let's get it done.